No. On Monday, we need the blue-green juice, not the green juice. We need the spirulina so that our star can have all of their necessary antioxidants. So Monday is blue, Tuesday is green for the green juice. Got it? Perfect. I'll be checking back in after today's session to make sure you have the menu set for the week. Sound good? Excellent. Thank you so much, Magnus. Talk later. Did you sleep okay? Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Your eyes do look just a tad puffy, so I'm going to make sure that we incorporate some eye creams into your routine later on. I'll talk to your dermatologist about it. And did you feel like the pillow was comfortable? Good. Always good whenever a sponsor aligns with your values. So today and for the rest of the week, we are going to be focusing on preparing you for your Helix sleep integration. So we need to get you in tip-top shape for that ad. Your entire body will be on display. You will be laying down on the mattress, so we have a lot of work to do. Are you ready to get started? Oh, I love working with you. Always such a team player. Now I'm going to run the ad draft for you. I'm in it for now, but of course you will be expected to perform all of the things that I perform in this little draft ad, okay? All right, pay attention now. This video is sponsored by Helix Sleep. After a long day in the studio, there's nothing better than coming home and sinking into my Helix Midnight Luxe mattress. I first learned about Helix Sleep from my co-stars who taught me that sleeping was the most important part of any actor's day. They pushed me to take Helix's 5-minute sleep quiz, and I have been a Helix loyalist ever since. Improved sleep quality has made my performances much stronger on stage and in the recording studio, and it's made me a happier person. Doing drop kicks and high kicks all day gives me a lot to recover from, and I've noticeably seen my recovery improve since getting this mattress. I never wake up with a sore back or a sore neck because of how well suited the mattress is to meet my personal needs. The Helix Sleep Quiz matches you with the perfect mattress to meet your body type and sleep preferences. It makes the mattress buying process so simple and easy. Helix also delivers your mattress straight to your door with free shipping in the US. The mattress comes rolled up in a box and is very easy to set up. Their shipping and delivery process made the big day so much easier for my house crew. Helix even offers a 120-night sleep trial to ensure that you love your mattress. Also, all Helix mattresses come with a lifetime warranty. They also just sent me their Comfort Adjust cooling pillow, and these just about blew my mind. This is a pillow that can be customized to support every sleeping position and preference. You can sleep cool all night with Glaciotek's cooling fabric and massively upgrade your quality of sleep without breaking the bank. These pillows really do stay cool, and they are my favorite thing to hug all night. What I love most about my Comfort Adjust cooling pillow is that it has the ability to adjust and conform to my needs over time, and it's recommended by chiropractors. Obsessed! Most pillows are one size fit all, but your body is not. Invest in a pillow that you can customize for your body over time. Thank you to Helix Sleep for sponsoring, and please visit helixsleep.com/slightlysleepy to take advantage of their Memorial Day sale exclusive partner offer and to get 27% off site-wide. So how do you feel about pulling that off in 1 week? I think you're gonna look great. You are already about 95% of the way there. We just have a little bit of cleaning up, a little bit of cutting to do. I see here, especially on your arms, we are going to want to carve your arms out just a tad bit more for the ad, but you are in excellent shape. You look like you've been keeping up with the routine that we set a couple months ago, and we are just ironing out the edges, okay? Okay, now let's see. I do have a little bit of a more intense regimen set up for you just for this last little prep week, and then after that we can go on a little bit of a more relaxed diet, more relaxed workout routine. But for the time being, we are going to be giving you a specialized diet every single day of the week, okay? So on Monday, we're going to be doing blue-green juice. On Tuesday, are you paying attention? I know it's very exciting, and I know that you want to get into the workout, but we have to discuss diet before workout because diet is 80%, exactly, and working out is just 10%. So on Monday, we have the blue-green juice. Tuesday, we have the green juice, exactly. And then, no, we are not going to be doing any meat for the next week. Recently, meat has become a little bit of a politicized topic, so you can maybe eat meat in your free time. Just make sure not to post any meat consumption on any of your socials just for the next week. First of all, you really don't need it for your health, and second of all, it's just going to read a little bit politically this week. What with the meat shortages around the world, and you know, we want you to stay relatable. So instead of meat for your protein, we will be focusing on lentils. Lentils are perfectly non-controversial, and they are very, very, very healthy. Lentils, legumes. The thing about other legumes, though, is that they take quite a long time to cook, and Magnus, your chef, has been working day and night to perfect both your food schedule and his leisure schedule, and he just doesn't have the time to be soaking beans this week. He is a very busy chef for all of these different celebrities. So we are going with lentils for your main protein source, along with soy products like tofu. And we're going to be spritzing just a little tiny bit of lemon, okay, on the vast majority of your meals. Lemons are also wonderfully non-controversial and very, very healthy. So with that out of the way, and we will be reviewing that, I just really wanted to make sure that I got the green juices out of the way in my little spiel, because it's really vital that you know that your first green juice is going to be walking through that door in just about 30 minutes time, so I didn't want it to surprise you too much. But let's get straight into the exercise, okay, because I know that that's what you are really eager for. Have you had some caffeine this morning? I can tell. You are just jumping. You're just jumping out of your little shoes. You can take off your shoes if you'd like. I would actually prefer that before you stepped right onto my studio. Yes. You can leave your shoes at the door, just like usual. And let's see. Here is going to be your workout schedule for the next week, and really probably the next 2 weeks, because there is going to be a bit of a press tour right after you finish filming this Helix integration. You're going to be going on a little press tour for them, and we just want to make sure that everything, every little bit of your body, your shoulders and your biceps, your arms, your forearms, your legs, we just want to make sure that everything is in tip-top shape. Tip-top shape. And I know that you are so resolute and determined and excellent to work with, so I have a feeling it's going to be just a breeze getting through this little schedule. But on Monday, we are going to be doing cardio. Wednesday, we are going to be focusing on cardio, and then on Friday, we're also going to be focusing on cardio. Saturday is going to be a little bit of a who knows what day, because that day you're going to have your weekly session with the one and only Greg Doucette. And that is because it's just always good to have a second opinion. And you know, I know that there are some blind spots in my practice. Any professional is going to tell you that they have blind spots. So we just want to have a reliable second opinion. And for you, the next couple weeks, that's going to be Greg. So on Saturday, you're going to have your session with him, and he's going to do, you know, whatever he sees fit. And then let's see. On Tuesday and Thursday, we're going to be doing weightlifting. Does that sound okay? It's it's going to be less weightlifting and more cardio, just because we're really trying to carve out some of these muscles. You already are so strong, but we just want to add in some definition, and we think that cardio is going to really help with that. So with your green juices, with your blue juices, with your yellow juices, with your lentils and your spritz of lemon, I have a feeling that your muscles are going to be more defined than ever, okay? And a big part of that is going to be just slightly reducing the amount of weightlifting that you do, but still keeping it in the schedule so that you keep a pump, a little muscle pump. So we're going to be really focusing on just maintaining your muscle, okay? So on Tuesday, we're going to be working on your biceps and your shoulders. Can you give me a little bit of a flex? Let's see. It looks like can you turn around for me? Okay. Stop. All right, yes, it looks like this bicep has just a little bit more shape to it than your other one, so we're going to want to make sure that we even that out. Lots of bilateral movements. Working on one muscle at a time. Some isolation exercises I think is going to really help to even out your bicep situation here. And we do want to really focus on your arms for this integration, because first of all, your legs will be mostly covered, and second of all, I mean, your legs are already really incredible. If anything, we're just going to be focusing on lowering their mass, lowering their volume just a teensy tiny bit, because they're so impressive, so athletic, and we want to, give you a little bit more of a relatable look, especially on your bottom half. Right now it's reading as a little bit aspirational, whereas your arms are reading not quite aspirational enough, but we're gonna get there, okay? So on Tuesdays we will be doing your biceps, one bicep and then the other. And then on Tuesdays we're also going to be working on your shoulders, okay? On your shoulders. So we're going to do quite a lot of presses, and we're not going to do too much work on your chest. And the reason why isn't because anything is wrong with your chest at all. It's just because we want to focus all of your body's calories at hand, so to speak, on these shoulders and biceps, on keeping those nice and carved and defined. And we don't want to distract your body with too much going on in your chest. It's really just a return calculation. How much are we going to get for doing push-ups and chest presses? I think we'll get a much higher reward from focusing on your biceps and on your shoulders. And if we really, really need to do some chest work, I'm sure Greg will handle that on your Saturday appointments with him. So on Tuesdays, we're going to be doing biceps and shoulders. And on Thursdays, we are going to focus on your legs, but we are not going to be focusing on your quads or your calves, okay? We are going to be fully focusing on just your glutes. And the reason why is, as I said before, your legs are just a little bit too impressive right now. Your legs are popping out of those little leggings, and we just want to really, really focus on your posterior chain rather than your quadriceps, okay? Rather than your quadriceps. And as long as we keep up with your cardio and you keep up with your 10K steps a day, your legs are going to be maintaining their muscle, all right? And I think they're gonna look perfect for this ad and for the following press tour. So on Thursdays, we're going to be doing hip abductions and hip thrusts, and that is the only exercise, the only two exercises, but we are going to go really hard on them, okay? So we're going to be really focusing on your glutes. Can you do a little spin? Just a little spin. Okay, good. Now can you do me a favor and do one little squat and hold? Hold. Very good. Let's see here. All right, now come up. Perfect. I think we're also going to be adding in some banded body weight squats just to really keep that burn in your legs, just to keep that burn. And we're just going to do that with, one of those flexible bands where you hold, you go down, you hold, and you just do very delicate little hip abductions. I think that's going to be really good, just to really feel that burn in your glutes. But we're going to be doing machine abductions and hip thrusts with a barbell. Those are going to be the two main exercises on Thursday. Very heavy weight glute exercises on those days. And so let's see. Oh, your cardio. Thank you for reminding me. I know that you don't like running. I know. And you do so much dancing for the stage. I don't want to add anything into your routine that isn't going to be pleasant for you. I know. I don't really like running very much either. It's just so sweaty and it's just so difficult. It really is. Yes, that's the perfect word for it. You have such a way with words. Difficult, hard, challenging. Oh, wow. You have a whole little dictionary in there. Have you ever thought about teaching as a second career? It would be a waste of your talents, truly. Now, let's see. We are going to be focusing on rowing for your cardio. Rowing. I know that's a little bit unconventional, but the philosophy behind that is just that we're trying to keep that definition in your arms, okay? Keep that definition in your arms. Keep the work on your arms. And the thing is that you do so much dancing. You do so much dancing for the stage, so much dancing in your little rehearsals. Your legs are going to be tired, okay? And I am really here just as your supplemental coach, okay? Because you already are so physically active, you are so healthy, and your job demands quite a bit of fitness from you already. So we're going to be doing some rowing, and that's going to help just burn a couple extra calories while we lean down just a tiny bit. Just a couple little millimeters off of your body. And so we're going to be doing rowing on Monday and Wednesday and Friday, but Friday we're going to do a very reduced rowing session, okay? Probably just something like 5, 6, 7 minutes, just 5, 6, 7, just a little tiny stint on the rowing machine, and then we're going to do some jump rope. And we're just going to do that to keep the pep in your step, to work out your legs just a tiny bit, but keep that focus on the lower part of your legs, on your calves, on your shins. That's going to be some impact training, which will help you in your dances, this up and down movement. That's going to be some good impact training for your shins and for your calves, because I know it can be pretty difficult to be jumping up and down all the time, day in and day out. That can be hard work, so we're going to need to do some jump rope for just a little bit of conditioning. Now let's see. Let's go over our dietary guidelines just a little bit more. Oh, yes, that is on this page. So on Monday, as I said, we are going to be doing your blue-green juice, which is my personal favorite. It has a lot of spirulina in it, which is just chock full of antioxidants. Spirulina is full of antioxidants, and of course we're going to have the regulars in there: spinach, kale, celery, lemon, and some apple and dates for sweetness. And if you're ever really feeling hungry, just let Magnus know and we can always throw in a banana. We don't want to starve you. We want to make sure that you are keeping your calories up in order to achieve all of this exercise. That's what it's all about. We want to keep you healthy, just, aesthetically healthy. So we are going to be doing blue-green juice on Mondays. And then on Tuesdays, we are doing our green juice. And that one is your old classic, just without the spirulina and with some avocado for healthy fats. And then Wednesday is going to be your yellow-green juice that has quite a bit of turmeric in it. Your special turmeric green juice. And that is a new recipe from Magnus. I have a feeling he's quite excited to show you. I've already tasted it just in a tiny, tiny, tiny little shot form. I didn't quite have the calorie space for it on the day that he offered it to me, so I just had a tiny, 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 tiny little bit, and it was absolutely phenomenal. I don't know where the sweetness comes from in that. I don't know if it's dates or banana. Or perhaps it's mango. Those are also yellow. I bet it's mango. It did have a bit of a tropical flavor, or maybe even pineapple. I'm not quite sure, but it was a yellow-green juice, and it has turmeric, and it was absolutely delicious. A bit of a tropical green juice. And then on Thursday, no juice. Are you listening? On Thursday, do you have any juice? No juice. Thursday, we focus on fiber. So that is your brown solid food day. You must eat solid foods on Thursday. A complete focus on solid foods. No liquid calories at all, except for your little spritz, of lemon or lime. You could always do lime if you're just feeling a little bit zesty. So Thursday is your brown grains day. Brown rice, quinoa, barley, farro, all of these are options for you, okay? We just don't want any white grains like white rice or white bread. And you are also perfectly allowed to eat as many lentils as you want, okay? We do not limit your calories on your brown solid food days. That is the day for you to fill yourself up, for you to be satisfied, for you to eat all of that warm, delicious fiber, as long as it's brown. Anything brown, okay? Anything brown you can eat on Thursday, because Thursday is surreptitiously unique. Exactly. Now, Friday we go back to our blue-green juice. Saturday is our green juice, and Sunday is our yellow-green juice, and then it all repeats. It all just repeats, just like that. Does that sound like a doable diet for you? Oh, no. Oh, sweetie, absolutely not. Of course you are eating all of those things in addition to the usual meals that Magnus cooks for you. And I've been working with him. We've figured out a perfect diet for you. So you will be having solid foods on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. In addition to Thursday, it's just that Thursday you have no juice. And on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, your solid foods don't need to be brown. Yes, so you will be eating solid foods. You will be having pastas, you will be having breads, you will be having whole fruits, apples and grapes and cantaloupes, but no meat, at least on your socials. No meat on your socials. It's just too political right now. The climate is just, it's very anti-meat right now, and I know that you're used to eating meat as a health food, but it's just not going to go well. What with the shortages, and you really don't need it for your health, at least not for this chapter, okay? You don't need health meat for this chapter of your life. We want to focus on juices and brown grains. That keeps you relatable, it keeps you accessible, and it keeps you in tip-top shape. And I just cannot wait to see what all of this work does to your shoulders, to your biceps, and of course I can't wait to see you just lose a couple millimeters and for that definition to really shine through. So now let's talk specifically about some of our exercises. We're going to be focusing mostly on body weight exercises. So I have for you here some little wrist weights and ankle weights. I'm just going to Velcro these right around your wrists. Perfect. Now let me get the other one. Here we go. Put that one around your other wrist. Excellent. Now let's see. Let me just put a couple more just around your little ankles, okay? Let's see here. There you go. All right, now I want you to wear these wrist and ankle weights every day from 8 a.m. up until 4 p.m., okay? Even during your rowing exercises. And I'll be right there with you. I have a set of my own. I will be rowing with you with my heavy, heavy, heavy hands, but my light heart, because I know that we're doing something good for our bodies. Yes? You are beautiful. And your arms are going to be even more beautiful by the end of the week. And everyone is going to buy a Helix mattress. Literally everyone. People won't be able to resist. They're going to see you sprawled across that beautiful, comfortable mattress, and they're going to think, that could be me. All I need is a little better quality sleep. And you said that you have been sleeping well, yes? Good, and you're enjoying that pillow? Oh, that's so good to hear. That's so, so, so good to hear. I will make sure, double check, triple check that we get that eye cream reviewed by your dermatologist, because I do just want to make sure that you look completely well rested. I know that your sleepy eyes are a little bit genetic. I know. But there are always things we can do, and as long as you're like against this whole cosmetic surgery thing, we really have to maximize on the dermatology products. That's just the way it is. Are you still against the plastic surgery? Okay, because you know that you can afford it. You know that it's completely within your means, and it would really just enhance your beauty. You know, it wouldn't have to be anything unnatural, but we could, there are options, but that's really not my position. That's really not my position, is it? I just think of you as a friend. I really do, after spending so much time with you. But as long as you are against the plastic surgery, I will do what I can to stay in communication with your team. Make sure that you are getting high quality rest. Make sure that you are drinking just enough caffeine, but not too much. Make sure that you are drinking your blue-green juice, your green-green juice, your yellow-green juice, which is just fantastic. I cannot wait to hear your review of it, and I wouldn't mind partaking a little bit myself. Maybe I'll have to call Magnus back and get on that for myself. But all this to say, I think this week is going to be really fun. I can't wait to get started with you tomorrow with our little juices, and I will make sure that the camera crew we have tomorrow for our workouts to post on your Instagram, I'm going to make sure that all of them are filming from appropriate angles. Nothing, yikesy happening there. We want to keep all of your socials clean, wholesome, and aspirational, and they will be well informed about that, okay? Oh, I just cannot wait to see all of the progress that we have set out for you. Are you feeling excited? I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, I'm going to see you at what time tomorrow? Exactly 6:30 a.m. sharp. Now, promise me that you sleep well tonight, and promise me that you sleep with your Helix pillow, okay? Okay. Catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.